pumapalakpak sa kalapit ng tara napapaindak, makalumang tugtugin o sariwang musika, di mapapatahan ang bibig sa pagkanta. Hayaan ko na munang maglibang ako habang may hinihinga, walang patid ang tinig ko. Hayaan ko na mawala sa aking sarili, sige lang itodo hanggang mapaos ang tono. Di na tayo bumabata at mabuti na lang ay hindi halata. Pumampas na mga panahon, lagi kitang gabay noon pa man at ngayon. Bago pa ang huli, halikan na sana, tayo ay makitig sa himig ng ating kanta. Hayaan ko na munang maglibang ako habang may hinihinga, walang patid ang tinig ko. Hayaan ko na mawala sa aking sarili, sige lang itodo hanggang mapaos ang tono. At kung hindi ko naabot ang awit na ito, huwag kang mabahala dahil minsan nagsama tayo. Kaya't malumbay, ito ang bagay na kantahin mo. Hayaan ko na munang maglibang ako habang may hinihinga, walang patid ang tinig ko. Hayaan ko na mawala sa aking sarili, sige lang itodo, mapaus mo ng tono. Hayaan mo na muna ang gulo ng mundo.
Hello! Warm greetings, everyone! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from right now, and welcome here in JhermiNATION, our hub for health, arts, and business. And I'm your host, Jeremy, here in London, and I take it that you're all doing well and keeping safe wherever you're watching from right now. So please write on the comment box where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. And we are live streaming simultaneously on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page, JhermiNATION. So hello to all those who are watching out there. And we're also live in One Nation Awards UK 2023 Facebook group. And hello. And in Discovery as well, which is my private Facebook group. Hello, everyone. We're also live in Musika Silangan Facebook group. And we are also live in JhermiNATION Got Champion Facebook group. Ayan. And I would like to say hello to all those who are tuning in right now. We have Phil Carew. Ayan, Phil Carew 2.0. Welcome here in JhermiNATION. And we also have Romel San Cute, and watching from the Philippines. We also have one of the top photographers and videographer here in UK, Josh Rosales, who happens to be working in the same specialty that we're going to talk about for this episode. Uh, Today is episode 9 here in our summer season of JhermiNATION Live Stream Show. And we have Lulay of all aces. Hello there. Watching from the Philippines. Good afternoon from, oh, you're in Vietnam at the moment. Hello. She is one of our contributors in One Philippines News Magazine. Ayan, great song. Yan. I will tell Kuya Rico, ayan, the jazz crooner of the Philippines, that it is a great song that was actually composed by Port Malilin of Side Projects. Ayan, yes, you're watching from Vietnam. Yes. Please do share this live stream. And I would like to greet all those who are celebrating their birthdays today and for this month of September. Ayan. I would like to greet my brother who is in America. A happy birthday to you. I would like to, Francis Esperanzate. That's the name of my brother who is in Florida at the moment. Happy birthday. That was on September 16. And my compare in the Philippines, Joy Jimena. Yan, it's his birthday tomorrow. It will be his birthday in the Philippines. And my one of my bandmates and one of my close friends in Singapore. Yeah, Hansel Alfaro. It's also his birthday. Ayan. So for all those who are celebrating their birthdays today and for this month of September, here's for all of you. Ayan, happy birthday, everyone! Ayan, and JhermiNATION wouldn't be complete without the seed that we can plant into your mind. Because here in JhermiNATION, we believe that everything starts from within. So here's our inner works for today.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inner Works, where everything starts from within. For this week, let's start off the day by creating a safe space where we can speak our truth and live our authentic lives. For this week, guys, I'd like to share to you 5 super useful hacks that will conquer any situation if you're feeling stuck with. Number 1, remembering people's name. So this is super important because when we say somebody's name, it's music to their ears. And when we mention their name during a conversation, it makes them feel very important because it feels very personalized. Second one is when you first try something new, you shouldn't have any expectations, because this prevents disappointment or failure. It's just a matter of managing your own expectations. Number 3 is the majority of people's favorite topic is to talk about themselves. I know it sounds so silly, but it's true. If you feel stuck in any situation or don't know what to say, just ask questions. Because people will always reply and it will actually convey that you are genuinely interested to them. Fourth one is if you really want to know people's character, take notice of how they treat people that cannot do anything for them. And the last one is when you are learning something new, teach someone about it. This way, you can remember it easily and explore more ways of learning and teaching that certain something new. I found found this list through Instagram by Investing Fusions. So if you think that this is something useful, valuable, and helpful, please like, share, and comments. These are always, always appreciated. So this is Mimi Mili sending my love and light to you. I hope you bring peace to everything and anything that you do. See you next week!
Taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our featured guest for our episode 9. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aldrin Datanagan, an ophthalmic nurse practitioner here in the UK. Please greet our live audiences here, Aldrin, and welcome here in JhermiNATION.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching today. Yes, my name is Aldrin Datanagan. I'm as you know, I'm an eye nurse here in the UK, working in Portsmouth. It's called the hospital I work with is what we call Queen Alexandra Hospital, and we have a dedicated eye department there. So I've been working in this field of practice of nursing for the last 20 years, I think. So
Wow. In
hopefully
the eye,
you'll
especially.
get some insights. I'll be talking about the eyes today. So I'll be telling you what the problems of the eyes are, how to take care of your eyes, and what signs and symptoms to look out for, so that obviously you can always have your eyes checked if needed be.
Yes.
So
Did
thank
you
you
say
Jeremy, for inviting me in this special episode of yours.
Yes. Because for this month of October, we are focusing more on the health aspect of our live stream. That's why we call this live stream the hub for health, arts, and business. So for this month, it's all gonna be health-related topics and featured guests. And did you say you've been in ophthalmology for the last 20 years? Is that correct?
Yes, so
Oh, wow.
I started off as a theater nurse. So I've been doing
Okay.
it's always been my practice back home anyway in the Philippines. So when obviously I arrived here, I was doing theaters. I was
Mm-hmm.
operating on obviously different operations in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Then I managed to learn something else from within the eye practice. So I became a practitioner by doing pre-assessment and post-op assessment. So I've been looking at pre-assessing patients for operation. I was also doing emergency eye clinic. So I've been looking at emergency cases as well. We have our own dedicated emergency clinic apart from the main A&E. Yes, and apart from that, I'm also doing outpatient, and I'm currently training to become they say it's the first laser nurse here in Hampshire.
Wow, amazing. You're gonna be the first laser nurse, and
That's-
proud that it is gonna be a Filipino. Wow. Well done. But before we carry on, icebreaker muna tayo. And part of the JhermiNATION experience is nobody escapes my quick fire questions. Ayan. So basically, I'm going to throw you questions,
Yeah.
and you are going to answer it by the first thing that will come into your mind. So
Okay.
it's just a way of knowing you more, warming you up. You know, it's hot there at the back with the fire, and of course, having fun here in JhermiNATION. Are you ready for this one,
I'll try
Aldrin?
my best.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this. All right. Quick fire questions: sleep or eat?
Sleep.
Sleep. What was the last thing that you Googled?
my MacBook camera not working.
Okay. Aldrin, apart from your face, which body part you look most in the mirror?
My biceps kung meron.
My biceps, yeah. Amazing, amazing. What was the lie that you recently told?
Lie. I did my job that my wife told me to do, but I didn't.
If you have a superpower, what would it be?
To look into anyone's mind.
Wow, amazing. What scares you?
Failure.
Failure. Dream or career?
Dream.
Dream. Opportunity or security?
Opportunity.
Opportunity. Make money or save money?
Make money.
Make money. Amazing. Brain or heart?
Heart.
Heart. Experience or innovation?
Innovation.
Innovation. Amazing. And Aldrin, if you're in front of your 12-year-old self right now, what would you tell your 12-year-old self?
Continue what you're doing. Don't be afraid to fail. Just keep on moving forward.
Yes, amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I know I put their cultural dancer, right? Is that correct? Good. Yes, yes. I should have done that, isn't it?
Now, we've just done a show here in Portsmouth. That's actually a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago with Laing Kayo Mingi and Philippine Barangay. So
Oh, wow, amazing.
you should have watched that. Nag-show rin sa London last time.
I see. Yeah, I've seen that one in your Facebook feed. Yeah, amazing, amazing. Yeah, I've seen Kuya Ronnie actually. Just on the weekend. Yeah, on one of
Okay.
the
You
one of
should
the
join us one
events.
time as well, man.
Okay. I can't do that. I have to do that. All right. So, what treat are we in for today, and what value can we give our live audience for today on our episode? I call this one when I posted this one. I call this "I love you." Yeah, because we have to
Of
love
course.
our eyes.
Of course, that's
We
correct.
are eye to eye with soon to be the very first laser nurse in the UK. Ayan, eye to eye with Aldrin Datanagan. So, this is very important. You know, our vision, our eyes. I can't imagine, like being blind or having problems with my eye. Maybe I can sacrifice my hearing or my sense of taste, or my sense of smell, but not the eyes. I would say that's why I love you, my eyes. That's why
Correct.
I chose this topic to be this is special topic for today, because I think this is one of the topics that not given attention most of the time. We look about stroke or diabetes or whatever, cancer, but eye health is very important as well. So please do share this live stream to all that you know, because all of us has got eyes anyway. All of us has got vision. So please do share this live stream for all those who will miss this episode. Of course, you can always watch this back on a replay. So please do share this live stream. Very important topic because of our eyes. Ayan. So you already told us about your background. You've been 20 years in ophthalmology. How long have you worked in the Philippines pala?
I was doing well, to start with, I wasn't really doing nursing when I graduated. I was a musician.
I see. Yeah. You are a musician. I put that in
You
your
know already
yeah.
what I was doing before. I was a part of a recording group back then.
Yeah,
But
please tell us the group. I'm sure may
you-
mga nakakilala.
I used to be the keyboard player and co-arranger for Kulay. I don't know
Kulay, yes. Yeah.
if anyone knows, back in the 90s. So
Yeah.
for everyone who's been in the 90s, I was part of that group who I think they were popular for Pepsi commercial and if you remember the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. So yeah, if anyone remembers that, I was part of that group. I was also doing some side music businesses back home in Davao.
Mhm.
Yeah. So and yeah, then after that, obviously tawag ng pangailangan as I have to come to this country to be with my wife. So I have I had to do what I was trained to do to be a nurse. So, but back then I was doing work for one of our foundations in the church, which
Mm-hmm.
deals with blindness. It's called Christopher Blinded Mission. It's a German-funded foundation. We
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of outreach programs, doing cataract surgeries up in the Bukid, in the outskirts of the city. So that's where I got my training in doing ophthalmology.
Mm-hmm.
And from there on, I just love it. And when I came to this country, I was just when they knew that I was eye trained, then they obviously put me down to be part of the eye department in our hospital.
Wow, amazing. And why eye of all the specialties? Is it just because this is the one that was available during the time when were you looking for, or is it really your passion ever since?
No, not really. As I've said, I've started as a theater nurse. I was doing different sorts of theater work,
Mm-hmm.
from colorectal to upper GIs to ENT.
Mm.
But because they already the team already knew that I was eye trained, and they offered me the job to
Mm.
be eye nurse, a specialized eye nurse. So
Mm.
now, since it's my specialty already to start with, and apart from that, it's not really a heavy kind of work. I mean, I would
Mm.
rather be in theaters than, unfortunately, to be in the wards, because this is more of a specialized area. And
Yeah.
apart from that, I do find taking care of the eye and looking at. I mean, some people might find it's really boring. Isn't it? You just operating the eye and everything like that, but it's not. Once you know what is the eye about, and especially if you're into cameras, if you're into photography, you
Mm.
will understand how the eye works, and the more you understand how you have to take care of your eye, and stuff like that.
Wow, amazing. You mentioned about photography. Josh Rosales is actually watching us right now. I don't know if you know Josh. He's one of the top photographers and videographers here
Yeah, I
in the
think
UK.
I've met
Yeah.
a lot of people already.
Yeah, yeah. He's also in the ophthalmology department. So, yeah.
All
And
right.
yeah, yeah. So before we carry on, let me just greet JJ Regondon, ayan, watching from the Philippines. We also have Rico Garcia Pool, ayan. He was the singer on the music
The
video
video.
that I played earlier, Hayaan Mo Na, composed by Port Malilig.
Hmm.
Ayan. And we have a birthday yeah. Where is that one? Ayan. So happiest birthday to my son, Kimi Gian Martini last September 8, and my niece Pamela J. Dugto. Ayan, happy birthday to you, Kimi Gian Martini and Pamela Jade Yugto. Ayan, happy birthday. And Rico Garcia is in the house. Ayan, the jazz crooner of the Philippines. He was here few weeks ago. Ayan, I watched his concert in Apo Resto Bar. Ayan. Thank you, Kuya Rico. Ayan, totally agree. It gives an amount of respect to someone by calling them their... Oh, sorry. It was from earlier, I think. From the Inner Works. Ayan. Thank you very much, Lulay. Ayan. So, all right. So, ano yung mga ano? Let us talk about the common eye problems or visual problems that you have encountered in your practice. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
So to start with, as they say, the eye is the window to your soul, isn't it?
Mm,
So
mm,
tama yung sinabi mo kanina. And I've, all the patients I've seen here, especially okay, they don't really mind losing anything, their limbs, their legs, their arms. Just they don't want to lose their eyesight, or some people are even very squeamish about having someone touch their eye. Yeah? So it's a very, very sensitive part of the body, because without it, unless you were probably born blind, then you will never know. But for people who endured a slow blindness, it's a very, very debilitating for
mm.
them, and it can be depressing. It can be
Yeah,
depressing. Now,
yeah,
as you can see, there's a lot of different eye problems that we probably won't be able to talk about in this entire episode. But I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
obviously give you some more common
yeah, yeah.
eye problems. That some of them are not that bad, but some of them are quite debilitating, and it can
Yeah.
lead to the blindness, of
To
course.
blindness. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, as we all know, one of the most common problem in the eye that can lead to blindness is cataracts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, cataract is the lens of the eye getting cloudier and cloudier until no light can come into the eye and you go blind. So if you don't do anything, you go blind. The good thing is something can be done. Okay. Obviously, surgery is the only solution for cataracts. So that's the good news there, that you don't really go totally blind with it, because it can be removed and replaced with a new lens, and then yes, you can start seeing back again. And most people do regain their good sight back. But there are also other eye problems that can be part of the cataract as well. And another common problem, especially here in the Western world, is what we call age-related macular degeneration. As we all know, it's, as you can see with the name, it's age-related. Unfortunately, it comes with age. So it's a wear and tear of the eye. Now, if that happens, again, the good thing about this age-related macular degeneration is no one goes blind about it compared to cataract. Cataract can make you blind, but age-related macular degeneration, you're not going to go blind. You're just going to have a problem with your sight, especially with the middle part of your vision. But your periphery should still be okay. So, but unfortunately, there's no cure for it. There's treatments that can slow the progress, and that includes injections, lasers, and obviously lifestyle change as well. Okay. Another one, I think, another common problem again of the eye is glaucoma. Okay. Now, glaucoma, in layman's term, is the damage caused by high pressure inside the eye. So what it does, if you picture out a pressure from the front, and then there's something like a barrier, soft plastic. You push that pressure, the plastic will also increase pressure. In turn, whatever is in the back of the plastic will put pressure on the end part. So unfortunately, the end part of that part of the eye is what we call the can't remember the name now. Optic disc, or the optic disc. The optic disc. Sorry for the layman's term. You can ask me questions later on if you want. But the optic disc is basically the connection of the nerves going to your brain. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is the one that will send the messages, what you can see. Now, if that is damaged because of that pressure, you'll end up slowly going blind. Now, with glaucoma, the difference between glaucoma and age-related macular degeneration is that with glaucoma, you'll slowly lose the periphery first. Okay? So you'll end up with what we call the common term tunnel vision. Okay? So if you're not going to do anything with it, if it's not being caught early, it's not being treated early, you'll gradually, slowly lose the periphery, and you'll probably still see very, very well, but only like looking through a small hole, and eventually you'll go blind. So glaucoma is also one of the leading causes of blindness. Yep. And another one that is quite also a serious problem of the eye is related to other diseases of the body. And one of the most common things is the common disease, the diabetes. If you have diabetes, you'll have to have your eyes checked regularly, because and also your diabetes needs to be controlled properly, because if not, it can lead to what we call diabetic retinopathy. Diabetic retinopathy is if it becomes proliferative, it's what we call, in layman's term, again, it's just the blood vessels that are not supposed to be in the eye starts moving abnormally in that part of the eye, and starts leaking fluid. So if it starts leaking fluid or blood, you'll end up with what we call retinal hemorrhage, because those fake blood vessels are not strong enough to keep the blood and and the pressure. So they end up leaking, and you'll end up with some fluid in the back of the eye or some blood in your what we call anterior chamber or retinal hemorrhage. Now,
Mm-mm.
they can be treated. Obviously, there are some injections to keep that at bay. But at the end of the day, it's more of controlling your own health as well if you have diabetes and stuff like that. So some other common problems with
Mm.
the eye that are not very eye or vision it's not a danger to your vision.
Mm.
There are what we call dry eyes. Yeah, now dry eyes is pretty common. I think everyone at some point have dry eyes in their life. I have dry eyes since I was a bit younger. It's basically if you imagine your front of the eye. That's why you're blinking all the time, because you need to keep that nice and moist. Now, that layer of film that is protecting the front part of the eye tends to get a bit dodgy in time as well, or whatever reason there might be a previous trauma or something like that.
Mm.
That film starts breaking up fairly quickly, you'll end up having dry eyes. So you'll end up having watery eyes. So it's funny though, they call it dry eyes, but the people call it watery eye.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the thing there, because the eye will try and compensate by producing more tears, but
Mm.
the tears are not lubricating the eye itself. They're just salty water. Okay, so you still have dry eyes, but you have watery eye because the eye will try and compensate. So it's unfortunately there's no treatment for that. There's no cure for that, but there are treatments. It's basically just use your eye lubricant, and there's lots and lots of eye lubricants out there that you can use.
Mm.
But apart from that, there's also another eye condition that can lead to dry eyes. It's what we call blepharitis. Okay.
Mm.
Now, blepharitis is if you look at your lids, yeah, where the eyelashes are, and some of the hairs growing from the lashes, there are some small glands there. Okay, are supposed to produce oil to keep the eye nice and moist as well, and keeping the what we call the tear film protected.
Mm.
Sometimes these glands produce more oil than usual, so that's why you
Okay.
what we call crusting, parang nagmumuta. Okay,
Mm. Yeah.
pag nagmumuta ka, yung crusting na, especially when you wake up in the morning, tends to make your eye really gungy, and it's hard to open because it's
Mm.
also getting into the surface of the eye and making the surface of the eye nice, dry as well. So that's why some people hard to open the eye during, especially first thing in the morning. So now it can also lead to dry eye. The oil, the overproduction of oil disturbs the tear film. Instead of helping it, it's now disturbing it. Okay, so you'll end up doing the breakdown of it, and plus the what do you call this, yung nagmumuta na ano, kasi nga nagda-dry siya. If it
Mm.
goes to the eye, it can lead to irritation. It can lead to like conjunctivitis, flare up of the blepharitis. It can be painful, and it can be uncomfortable. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Another one that is quite common as well is uveitis. Yeah, or iritis they call that. Yeah? So there's two
Mm.
names: uveitis or iritis. Now, if any of you get this symptom of uncomfortable, the eye gets painful, especially with your light. Even a normal light, it gets more painful with sunlight. Then chances are you might have what we call an inflammation of the anterior chamber, or what we call iritis or uveitis. So if that happens, get your eyes checked, because this problem can sometimes lead to other problems in the eye as well, and it can be a connection to other health problems like arthritis or any immunosuppressed health condition, immunosuppression. Yeah.
Mm.
You might also hear about color blindness. So some people might have
Yeah.
problems with their color being color blind. Yeah, the only way we can know that is when we do our test test. We have what we call color test for the eye. So
Mm.
that might also be a sign of other eye problems that it cannot. It's not just cataracts. It's not just glaucoma, but it can be something else. Okay. Now, one interesting thing that you guys might want to know, yeah, especially for people who are into photography. When you take a picture, I don't know if you know this. When you take a picture of someone, you sometimes see a red reflex. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Jeremy,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That red reflex indicates that your eyes are healthy, are fine. Okay, you might have other eye problems, but it
Mm.
just the general notion that if you see a red reflex with whatever photography or when you look at the eye through a microscope, if you see a red reflex, that means your eye is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you see a photograph with people, with the rest of them have red reflex, but one person hasn't got one,
Mm.
that can be a sign of a really bad eye condition.
Mm.
It can be retinoblastoma, which is cancer of the eye.
Oh.
And I had I think I've read one article back in the day. It was a picture of a baby.
Mm.
Okay? So they took a picture of the baby. When we have babies, they take pictures, their first pictures and everything like that. And then I think it's luckily there was a guy who saw the picture and said, "Oh, your child has got no red reflex. It's not normal for." So they did further investigation on that, and luckily the parents went to see the eye specialist. Unfortunately, the baby was diagnosed with retinoblastoma, which is the cancer of the eye. But the good thing, it was caught early. The bad thing is that they had to remove the eye. Okay,
Oh.
so the baby had to endure with just one eye, as he or she was starting his life. But that saved his life because there was no hindi kumalat yung cancer.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is that he's just lost his eye. Okay,
Mm.
so anyone who does photography, if you see something like that,
You mean
can-
it's with the flash? You know, when you is it when a photographer takes a picture and then there's a flash and then you see the red.
Yes.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Ah,
So when
okay.
you see that, you can see that on the
Picture itself, yeah.
normal picture, or even on the iPhone pictures, because that's why there is what we call a red reflex removal as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah.
obviously, if someone asks you, why have you got no red reflex, well, someone took it out. But well, it's not something that it's always the case.
Definitely. Yeah.
But if it's always happening already, that every picture that you don't have a red reflex, then you start questioning already. Okay.
I
Another
see.
thing that is a bit scary to think about is what we call retinal detachment.
Yes. Yeah.
Retinal
Yeah.
detachment, unfortunately, is not connected with. It's not always connected with other eye problems. It can be a part of a problem like retinal diabetic retinopathy or macular degeneration, but retinal detachment can happen to anyone, even people with healthy eyes.
Yeah.
Might be more prone to people who are very, very, very short-sighted or very, very long-sighted. Okay, but yes, unfortunately, people can just wake up and find out that they can't see in one eye at all, or both eyes sometimes in that case. So retinal detachment, the good thing is it can be fixed, but any damage caused by the detachment itself, we can't do anything anymore. So the vision in the eye, even though if you fix it, it's not gonna be the same as what it was before the detachment happened. Okay, so so those are the
The common one. Yeah.
those are the most common
Yeah.
cases. There's lots and lots of eye problems that, as I've said,
I know. Yeah.
another one as well, just to for the information of everybody, squint.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, okay. Squint. Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
childhood squint. So some people are born with it. Okay, that's why there's always a test for children's eyes, because if they do have the squint,
Mm,
they have to correct that as soon as. But there is
mm,
also an adult onset squint. Okay, so
mm. Okay.
it can be a result of a trauma or a previous disease. Uh, some thyroid eye disease as well can affect the eyes. So that's why there's what we call thyroid eye disease. But squint
Oh, okay. Mm.
is the there's different kinds of squint. There's what we call esotropia or exotropia. So one or two eyes might go in. That's what we
Mm.
call esotropia, and sometimes it goes out as well. Okay,
Yeah,
one or
yeah.
two eyes. That's what we call exotropia. So
Mm.
basically, one or two or three of the muscles of the eye has gotten weak. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
So treatment wise, surgery again. We have to adjust the muscle, make it in line again. Most
Oh.
people will suffer double vision with that, especially for adult onset. But
Mm.
most people don't see any symptoms at all, apart from
Mm.
the mirror and their eyes are like drifting away. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, but again, even if you don't have any symptoms for this kind of condition, you will probably, and if it's not treated, obviously, apart from it's not nice to look at.
Mm, yeah.
Most people will end up what we call a lazy eye, what we call
Lazy eye, yeah. I was
lazy
about to ask if it's the same with the lazy eye.
what we call amblyopia. Some
Mm.
people will think that their lazy eye means that their eye is drifting. No, actually, lazy eye is not the drifting. That's the squint. The lazy
Mm.
eye means that because of the drifting of the eye and nothing has been done, that eye has resulted to losing its function. It's what we call
Oh.
the law. It's what we call the law of use and disuse.
Mm,
Obviously,
mm, mm.
one straight eye and one eye is not. Yeah, the eye that's straight is the one doing most of the job. That's why some
Mm.
people see the the symptoms, because you still got one eye doing the job. Okay,
Mm, mm, mm.
that eye that's been drifting, because it's not doing its job, you slowly, gradually lose its function as well. That's why it becomes what we call a weak eye or lazy eye.
I
So,
see. Okay.
unfortunately, if it becomes a lazy eye, it's gonna always be a lazy eye. Or so even if you fix the eye back, it's always gonna be a lazy eye. Okay,
I see.
so that's why they need to do these treatments, especially if they catch it early on in childhood. They need to
Mm,
treat
mm.
it as soon as, so that the child will not grow up with one weak eye or whatever. So, but sometimes it's not being caught early, and they end up with one weak eye already. Some people are not that weak, but there are some people that one eye really is really weak, that they're just only seeing what we call 624, 636 or something like that. But
Mm,
they're
mm, mm.
they're not bothered with it because their one eye is doing its job. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, as I've said, because there's lots and lots of different eye problems that are around, which is not enough really for this episode.
True, true.
These are the most common things that you have to look out for, these eye problems, because unfortunately, as I've said, it's common. It can
Mm,
happen
mm.
to all of us. Okay.
Okay. Uh, Going back to cataract, the surgery, is it gonna be just outpatient, or the patient
Yes.
has to stay overnight, or
95 to 98% of these operations are being done under local anesthetic. It's like a day case. I always tell
okay.
the patient it's basically like visiting the dentist.
I
Okay.
see. Okay.
But we're much better because a lot of
Mm,
people like dentist. So yeah, it's mostly day case, but unfortunately, there are people who are very scared.
mm,
So
mm,
people who are very very anxious, uh, especially the younger ones, actually,
mm, 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 mm.
we end up offering them doing to have it done under general aesthetic or
Oh,
sedation or
okay.
something. Some
Mm.
people are happy with just the oral
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
calming tablets,
True.
but
Mm.
you'll see a few people who are really, even if you start talking about the eye, they start uh, getting really squeamish.
Mm-mm.
And mind you, some people do faint when you start talking about the eye. And I had one last week. Okay, he just fainted when when we were talking about what's gonna happen,
Mm-mm.
what's the procedure.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
he just had to come down and go down and faint on us.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah,
Bless
so
him, bless him.
those patients will have to just do it under general anesthesia. But it's still a day case, which means once
Mm,
they're awake, they can go home.
they can go home. Yeah. How about the retinal detachment? Is it something that can be caused by trauma as well? Like blow in
Yes,
the
that's
eye
correct.
that can
Retinal
detach
detachment.
the retina?
That's correct. So if you're something into like sports, especially boxing and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah.
you are going to be a high risk of uh,
Retinal detachment.
MMA
Yeah.
fighters. I had one patient who's an MMA fighter here.
Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah, he ended up losing, well, not losing the eye, but he ended up losing the vision in one eye. He
Oh,
was even
yeah.
told not to go back to MMA fighting, but he's still fighting.
Really?
So,
Okay.
so it can be trauma, it can be a disease,
Mm-mm.
other eye disease, or it can be other health problems, like as I've said with the
Yeah,
diabetes and everything like
yeah.
that. Yeah, so
I
that's
would like to go back on the diabetes part, because diabetes is very common. And a
yes,
lot of we encounter patients who are not compliant with their
medication.
regime, the tablet or insulin. But it's not just the eye actually. If you have diabetes, it could be nerves, it could be your kidney, but most importantly, the eyes, because we heard a lot of stories that diabetes is not controlled, blood sugar is not controlled, and they end up losing their vision. So
That's
I
correct.
think that's very important that we need to emphasize to our viewers right now that if you are suffering from diabetes, make sure your blood sugar is well controlled and you're compliant
That's
with your
correct.
medications.
That's
Otherwise, it's not just diabetes. Your eyes gonna be affected, your kidneys, and also your nerves as well. Like
that's correct.
neuropathy. Ayan.
Yes.
So if you have any questions, obviously you can put it on the comment box. And we have a Facebook user. Good morning. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much. But please do write your name on the comment box so we can give you a proper shout out. And also hi to Kuya Boy. Ayan, watching. Ate Emmy, Ate Natalia. Hello. We have Kat Kasisopa. Yan, who's a comedian. Yan, we're gonna have a show on October 1 at Rapsa. Ayan. And we have hello Miriam Desagun and Chef Rex de Guzman of Turo Turo is also watching. Hello, Chef Rex. And we have Ana Maria Santiago. Ayan, hello to all of you. Don't forget to share this live stream. Yeah, we got a lot of informations that we need to be aware of, especially with our visions. Ano naman yung mga what are your general tips so we can keep our eyes healthy? Ayan,
Yes. Okay. Well, to start with, it's always going to be the lifestyle. Okay.
lifestyle.
Lifestyle includes your diet.
Mm,
Uh, Always what the consultant says. If you smoke, stop smoking.
mm,
Unfortunately, that as you know, smoking can cause a lot of problems, and that
mm,
includes in the eye. Okay.
yeah.
Diet. Going back to the diet, you have to obviously make sure that you are eating the right foods. Okay.
Mm,
So as everyone knows, beta carotene is good for the eye. So,
mm,
but there's also other minerals needed for the eye, like lutein. Lutein
mm,
is good for keeping the eye, especially for people who are already having their wear and tear, what we call age-related
mm,
macular degeneration. Even though it's a mild one or just a dry one, having this kind of a diet helps slow things down. Okay,
okay, yeah.
cannot stop it because, as I've said, it's age-related.
Mm,
It's part of the wear and tear. But at least you'll get. I mean, I've seen
you're buying time. Yeah, it slows it
95-year
down. Yeah,
that are
yeah.
still driving. Okay,
Mm,
obviously, I sometimes ask them, "What's your secret?" Obviously, they got cataract because you can't stop that. But once they had their cataracts out, it's like they're seeing 2020 again. Okay,
I see. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I normally ask them, "What's your secret? What's your the secret of your obviously longevity as well as
Mm,
your
mm,
sight being still good?" So I just eat lots of fruits and veg. Okay, now of course not a lot of people are. I mean, I'm not really a fan myself of heavy veg and fruit. I do eat fruits and veg, but
Mm.
pili lang. So
Yeah, yeah.
people can do that properly, then they have to supplement it. Okay, that's what
Mm,
we call
mm,
they have to do supplementation.
mm,
Supplementation is important, okay. The doctors, the consultants, the GPs might not tell you that, but everyone knows that if you don't have a good normal intake of 10 a day veg and fruits, unless you're a vegetarian,
mm, mm,
then
mm,
you won't get it anywhere else apart from
mm,
supplementation. So
mm,
there's lots of supplements out there. You just have to choose which one is the best for you. You just choose which one is working and see if that helps you out. So
mm,
those
mm,
are the main things to take care of your eye. Now, regular checkup. Okay.
mm, mm.
Now, I have good eyes from I was young. Unfortunately, as with anyone, once you get to the age of 40, there will be changes happening on it already. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm wearing glasses, but my vision is actually 20/20 all over. But I cannot read or see very well in short distance anymore.
I
And that's
see.
that I
Okay.
become short-sighted. Uh, it's what we call presbyopia. It's the
Mm.
lens of your eye getting hard and harder. It's not cataract yet.
Mm.
Uh,
Okay.
it's changing the texture of your lens. So when your
Okay.
lens stops focusing light properly to the back of your eye because it's starting to get a bit more thick and hard,
Mm,
then you
mm,
end up with what we call presbyopia. Okay,
mm,
so glasses can help that. Okay, but because I'm already more than 40 years old, I really need to have my eyes checked regularly. Okay,
mm, mm.
once, twice a year if you don't have any other eye problems, a bit more regular if you have other conditions like diabetes, um, or a bit more regular as well if you have family history of glaucoma. Because
Mm,
unfortunately, if you have family history of glaucoma, you really need to have your eyes checked regularly as much as you can, especially
mm,
with pressure. Because unfortunately, there are different kinds of glaucoma. There's what we call normal tension, which means that even if your pressure is normal but it's still creating damage in the back of the eye, you still need to be treated. There is
mm,
what we
mm,
call acute angle closure, which means that the angles is closed. If that happens, the pressure goes really high. It becomes the eye becomes painful, and the damage caused is irreversible. And there's
mm.
also what we call uh, uh, normal tension. You have the angle closure, and the open angle as well.
Open angle, yeah. Uh-huh.
Open angle glaucoma is that even if the angles are open, your pressure is still going up,
Mm,
because normally that happens because the production of fluid around the eye is more compared to how it's being drained. Okay,
mm. Yeah, yeah,
and that
yeah.
needs treatment, so drops and everything like that. So regular. So I started off with lifestyle, stop
Yeah.
smoking, eat properly. Uh, what do you call this? Regular checkup
Sir,
at the doctors. Okay. What else?
what specific foods? Is there any specific foods that
Foods
like
again.
beta carotene is carrots, right? Do we get
Carrots.
that?
There are different kinds of green leafy vegetables are good for the eyes, especially.
Okay, green leafy vegetable, yeah.
Uh, how do you call this? Yeah, supplementation, as I've said, is one of the key as well, because most people don't really know what to eat,
Mm,
especially with regards to the uh, veg and fruits. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so vegetables like high in beta carotene, like carrots, green leafy vegetables.
Mm,
Okay,
mm.
uh, avoid, no, nothing really to avoid, but just minimize high starchy foods. Okay,
Okay,
especially for people with diabetes, because
diabetes, yeah.
sugar,
Mm, mm.
starch converts to sugar.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you have always high blood sugar, especially for diabetic people, they tend to as I've said earlier on, wreak havoc onto our system, and not just the
Mm,
kidneys, just the nerves, but it can
yeah.
also wreak havoc to our blood vessels. and
Yeah, yeah.
the blood vessels in the eye are the ones that are the fake, the false, what we call false blood vessels are the ones that creates the havoc in the back of the eye.
I see. Okay. How about yung ano naman, especially it's the digital information age now, we're
Hmm.
always glued to our screens and to our mobiles. Is there obviously we have to lessen that one, but if it's really part of your job, just like me, I'm a discharge coordinator. Most of the time I'm on the screen because I'm non-clinical anymore. So is there like any apart from all everything that you've said, is there anything like a protective thing that we can wear or what's your advice with that one?
Okay, I'll start off with the myths about the
Yeah,
eye.
yeah.
Yep,
Yes, please, yeah.
there's some myths about it. Yep, let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
just. Uh, so first and foremost, screen time. Okay.
Screen time, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you probably remember your mom and dad saying na wag kang lumapit masyado sa TV na sira ng mata yan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So, tayo naman is So, nagtataka ako kahit nagtataka ako kasi kami nga gusto namin malapit sa TV talaga na ano.
Mm.
But as I said, I've never had problems with the eyes until obviously now that I'm this is more of an age-related thing, isn't it? But
Mm,
normally I don't have problems with the eyes. Yeah.
mm, mm.
So magtataka ka nga na sila yung nanay tatay ko malayo naman sa TV, bakit nag-glasses sila? Yeah.
Mm.
So that's the first myth. So screen time. Okay. Yes, the screen time, your phones, your computers, even the LCD TVs have what we call blue light. Okay.
Blue light, yeah, yeah.
Blue light in minimal amounts doesn't really make a big difference to the health of your eye. Okay.
Mm.
Probably it's a different story when we were using cathode ray TV tubes back in the day. But
I
even
see,
so,
okay.
black and white TV nung unang panahon doesn't really emit a lot of blue light, yeah, compared to the
Mm.
screens nowadays, yeah. So I would say the blue light is the one that can affect the eye, okay,
Mm.
but there is no really direct connection between screen time or being near the TV that will damage your eye. Okay,
I see, okay. It's just a myth.
so that's really a myth. Okay, we just had to follow it from what it was taught to us by our parents back in the day.
Mm.
We still sometimes I still tell that to my kids as well. I mean, the screen time that's the only thing that screen time does mainly is eye strain. Okay,
I see,
eye
okay.
strain
Yeah.
is obviously making your eye tired, making the eye dry, and so it
Mm.
strains the eye.
Yeah.
It might not affect the eye in general. It might not render you blind in the future, or it might not
Mm.
render you needing glasses fairly quickly,
Mm.
because that's a different story. When you were born with glasses, you were using glasses as a child. There are conditions already that is affecting your eye already from the onset. But
Mm.
watching telly, watching computers all the time, it's not going to damage the eye. It's just going to make your eye strain.
I see, okay. Good,
Another
okay.
myth is, ba't ka nagbabasa na walang ilaw?
Yeah. True.
Okay? Have you
Yeah.
ever even thought about it? That back in the olden times, in the medieval period,
Mm.
people are already reading, but with only
Candle.
candles
Yeah,
and
true.
flame,
Only candles, yeah.
reading under the moon.
Mm.
But nasira ba mata nila? I don't think so. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's another myth, that reading underneath a dim light or even with no light is going to damage your eye. No, it's not. Our eyes are equipped to adjust. Okay? Again, if you're a photographer, you will know this. It's what we
Mm.
call aperture. Okay?
Aperture, yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
true.
So you can adjust the aperture of your camera. Same with our eyes. So if you are looking looking at something in the dark, or
Mm.
reading in the dark, your pupil dilates.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
It adjusts. Yeah.
So that it gets more light into the eye. That's why you can still see. So you might want to try this when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's all
Mm.
total dark. It feels that you can't see anything. Then gradually you can start seeing better. Okay,
Yeah.
how the eyes adjust. Now, where you are in the bright light, your eyes will constrict, and that
Mm.
controls the light coming into the eye. That's why sometimes people will try and squint if they want, especially if they want to look at in the distance and it's bright.
Mm.
They
Yes.
try and squint because sometimes your pupils don't constrict enough for you to see
Yeah.
better.
True.
So that's why if you've ever been to an optician and you had your eye test and they tested you with what we call pinhole, it's basically just constricting further because your eye will just only constrict at some point. What it does is just mimics the constriction of further of your pupil and controlling the light coming in, and then you start seeing much better with the pinhole.
Mm. I see.
Those are the two main myths that we know mainly.
Yeah.
That's common.
How about when you after watching, or after reading, and then you wash your face and you wash your eyes? Is
No.
that something?
Now, I haven't seen that in the literature actually about it. No. For me, don't. There's
No,
there's no.
it won't harm or hurt the eyes, yeah?
It's what we call napapasma ka, di ba?
Asma, yeah.
It's basically like that. Yung napawis ka, then naligo,
Yeah. I see.
napasma ka. It's-
Mm.
I don't think medically wise, I don't think there's a big connection to it. There
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be,
yeah.
but there's no main connection to it.
I see. And what will be your what will be your recommendations or suggestions to parents who have kids, in terms of maintaining the eyesight of their kids? Because usually we see a lot of kids, they at a very young age they already have like glasses, but what will be your recommendation? But before you answer that question, I just would like to pause for a commercial break, and we will be right back. Don't go away, because we're not going away. Stay tuned. And we are back. And I just would like to greet all those who are joining us as well. We have Pawi Cadalso. Welcome here. Happy watching. And we have Ate Paulina Alejo. And congratulations on your event last Saturday, IMG ayan, and CWE. Hello to Rodel of COVID Warriors Corner. Hello to Megan of Igorot, UK. Ayan. Hello, Megan. And yes. And Miriam said, thank you for sharing. Yan. All right. So we are back. So back to my question earlier. As parents, we see a lot of younger kids having glasses, eyeglasses at a very young age. What are our yung as a parent, how can we uh, prevent that one from happening? What will be your suggestions or recommendations?
Okay, so there's not much difference between uh, from children to adults. There's not much difference in how to take care of your eye. So
Mm.
to start with, again, have to emphasize on the parents providing a balanced diet for the children.
Mm.
So foods high in vitamin C, E, omega-3 fatty acids, leafy greens containing vitamin A.
Mm.
That should be the dapat i-start na natin yung mga bata to have that at a very very young age. Yeah.
Mm.
I know it's a challenge. I mean, I had
Yeah.
a challenge with my kids with that because hanggang ngayon mahirap pakainin ng gulay yung mga yan.
Gulay, yeah. Mga
But
carrots and everything.
there's no difference really between being a child or being an adult in ako hindi ako mahilig sa gulay, but at the end when I became an adult, I already start liking it, although not all of it, but eventually matututo rin silang kumain yan. Okay?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's good if they can start it as early as a young age. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yan ang isa ang first. Okay. Obviously, as we are getting a lot of well, not here probably in the UK, but for people who are in countries in the Philippines, excuse me, where we get a lot of sun. Yeah. So it's good to have appropriate eye protection. Okay.
Mm.
Now, the blue light that you get from the sun is more damaging than the blue light that you get from the TV. Okay,
I see. Yeah.
so that's why it's very important to protect your eye, especially for children who are always out and about. If they need to protect the eyes, then get some appropriate protection. Okay. Next is obviously looking out for warning signs and problems because again. Eye problems don't just start when you are older. It can also start as a youngster. And one of those problems, as I've mentioned earlier on, is the retinoblastoma, which unfortunately can only be detected if someone questioned it. But regular looking after any symptoms like head tilting for young children who you see, like I have an example of a friend already who's that's how they manage to see and recognize the problem. Is the kid always sits near the TV. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not happy when they're far away, but they're always sitting near the TV. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not just because they want to be near the TV. It's probably they can't see it very well in the distance. So they probably have already what we call nearsightedness. So they can only see something very near without glasses, and then they need glasses in the far. So things like that. If you suspect a child has got already those kind of symptoms, then get it checked. Okay, chances are they're already born with it. It's not really a disease. It's not a problem. So people are born with long-sightedness, with short-sightedness. It's because of their structure of the eye. Okay, so obviously if you are short-sighted, your eyes are long. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm able to explain it without really doing a picture like a prism. So, if you got a long eye, which means the light coming into the back of the eye doesn't go straight in a straight line. It crosses over. So, the only way you can align that is you have to move more
Closer.
forward or backward, I think. And then the other way around for the short-sightedness means long-sightedness means you got a small eye. Okay.
Okay.
You need to go forward to be able to align that light going to the back of the eye. So glasses, proper glasses obviously helps that. You also have astigmatism. Astigmatism is the curvature of the eye. Instead of a perfect circle, it's more like a rugby ball. So
Okay.
Okay. Again, it's not a disease. It's just one of those things that you're probably born with it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Proper glasses and eye protection is still needed for that. Okay. So So those are the main things, really.
Yeah.
Uh, you still have to, for kids, really, if you can try and limit their screen times, it can
Mm-mm.
help. Okay, because eye strain eventually, especially if you started as a youngster, you'll get other problems like massive headaches, migraines, and stuff like that. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so even though there's no direct uh, uh, connection between damage of the eye and screens, it's still encouraged to limit
Yeah. Yeah.
screen time for children. Okay.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing with the kids, ano, kasi they don't tell you that there's something wrong with their eyes already, isn't it? So that's the danger with the kids. That's why we need to be aware of those subtle signs. Now, oh, why is my kid always close to the telly? But is there any particular age that we have to bring our kids to the optician to get things checked? Is there a
Not
specific
really.
age?
To start with, if your kid, when you, as I've said, when you are born, when
Mm.
a baby is born, there are tests already done. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
hearing
Yeah.
test, eye, vision test. Obviously, those kids might not be able to really give you the proper symptoms that you want. So there's
Mm.
no point in bringing them to the opticians if to start with there was no problem. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
uh, the age really that you need to be regularly seeing the optician is when you get to about 40 and above.
I
Okay,
see. Okay.
But
Yeah.
that's what the change is
It's
happening.
actually for us, not for the kids.
That's correct. But if you do get a symptom like my eldest was okay, but
Mm.
my second kid, uh, the school has already although the school also does some eye test, like routine eye test to them,
Mm.
uh, but I think the teacher has told us that uh, he's not really participating when he's sitting in the back of
I
the
see. I see. Yeah. Yeah.
room. And then obviously we've asked the kid, and I think he was just year 3 or year 4, something like, or year 3, year 2.
Mm.
He said, I can't because he can't see.
I
Okay,
see.
so
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
that's why he's not participating, because he can't see
And
very
then
well. So
yeah.
we told the teacher that, well, he can't see, that's why he's not. So he's been moved to the front. So, and looking at that, he's getting more participation than he was sitting in the front. But
Yeah.
that also prompted us to have the him checked by the optician to see what
Mm.
the problem is, because it can't be
Mm.
something else. But it all ended up that he's getting short-sighted and short-sighted. So he got quite strong glasses. Nagmana siya sa nanay niya. Yeah,
I see.
nagmana
Okay.
sa akin. Okay. So Mel has got strong. He's very short-sighted. She's very short-sighted, sighted as well, and a lot of her siblings are really short-sighted.
I
So
see. Okay.
once in their families, unfortunately,
They got it as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So far, itong youngest ko, wala pa naman siyang ini-exhibit na problem
Uh-huh.
vision-wise.
Uh-huh. I
So,
see.
tuloy siya nagmana sa akin. Okay? The first two, they're already wearing glasses, although the eldest one is not that bad. He can actually
Mm.
live without glasses as of the moment. He just doesn't want to buy glasses by himself because he said it's expensive. So, kabala
Yeah.
ka. But my second one, Gabby, has got very strong glasses, and he said that he's blind without it. So
I
that's when
see.
you know that he's but again, I don't need him to see the optician regularly. Okay,
Mm.
I need him to see the optician when he needs to start change his glasses.
Mm.
So yeah, so kids probably will get away with not doing any checkups regularly if they don't have any problems or exhibit any symptoms. But yes,
Mm.
from 40 years old and above, you need to.
For us. For all those who are watching out there. We need regular eye check rather than the kids. But
Yeah.
the kids, when they start wearing glasses, is it gonna be lifetime, or is there
Yes,
Ah,
unfortunately,
okay,
that's
I
the thing.
see.
Yeah, as I've said, because
Gonna be lifetime.
if you ended up with long-sighted or short-sightedness, it's the structure of your eye. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, there are innovations now like laser. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, guys, whoever is listening, if you do consider laser, if you're still young at about 20, 30, yes, by all means you can. Adlong I mean, as an eye, I'm not saying that's bad, but I don't really recommend it for people who are already uh, 40 and above or 50 and above, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you'll probably end up with cataract in a short span of time.
I
And
see.
you're just
Okay.
wasting your money. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But if you're young, 20 years old, and you really want to come off the glasses or something like that, by all means, that's a good idea. If you have the money, just have it. Okay. Another trend is I think they do that in America. We don't really do that here. Is that in America, some young people, if they don't want any laser done,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have the cataract operation, even though they don't have a cataract.
Really?
Yes.
It's surprising.
I don't know if everyone knows about it. When we do cataract operation, the lens implant that we put in comes in different sizes. Okay, depending on what we want outcome wise. So, let's say, example, you have an operation for cataract, and you were -3 or -4 with your prescription. You can actually change that to a 0 by putting the lens appropriate for it. So after operation, most people, if we aim for what we call emetropia, is what we call 20/20 vision. Yeah, we aim for that. Most people who were on glasses before end up with no glasses while looking at the distance. They
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
need glasses for short distance, because most of the lenses we put is monofocal. But there are people who are, again, it's not, we don't do it in the NHS. It's more of a private thing, because you have to buy the lenses yourselves. It's what
Yeah.
we call
Yeah.
varifocal intraocular lens. It's basically like glasses, varifocal glasses, but intraocular. It's in the eye.
Oh, it's implanted. It's implanted.
Yes, it's implanted.
Okay. I
But the
see.
problem again with varifocal intraocular lenses, if the patient doesn't get on with it, it's not like glasses that you can just throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to
So-
undergo the procedure again to remove it.
And yeah, so that's the disadvantage why we don't do it in the NHS. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
even if it's monofocal lenses, which means that you can only choose one, good distance, compromise the short, or the other way around. But we can actually choose the outcome. Okay, it's what we call predicted outcome. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, unfortunately, if you are born with short or long-sightedness, that's going to be for life unless you do something about it.
All right. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much for answering that question.
Hi, Kuya Alvin. Kamusta? Hope you're having a nice day today, and I'm really happy that you'll be interviewed and be able to express all your knowledge about eye care. Kasi ako, I have really bad eyes also, so I'd be grateful to listen to what you can advise. Also, I'm so happy to listen to all your music that you post on Facebook. Keep playing. Maraming nakikinig sa'yo. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, Te.
Ayan, thank you very much, Ate Stella. Ayan. All right. I just would like to greet as well June Patelo. Ayan, June Patelo, thank you for watching.
Idol!
Ayan, Pinoy Musikero UK, 2 steps behind and will seeing it clearly. Ayan, amazing. Thank you, Brother June, for tuning in. Ayan, we have Ana Marie Santiago. Hello, everyone. Hello to you as well. And Lulay of All Aces would like to say hello, Mary Dale and Ana Marie Santiago. Ayan. And Ana Marie Santiago said, hello to Lulay of All Aces in Vietnam. Ayan, thank you. Thank you for all those who are watching in Vietnam. Yeah, share this to all the Vietnamese people. Good to know. Kasi I'm considering my kids thinking they have small handwritings and spending long hours in their video games. Ayan. Just be mindful of all the little, the subtle things that it might be a problem already. Yeah, so good, but it's always good to have things checked. Any support group in the community, because GP, they're all like especially our doctors here, they're all very busy. It's very difficult to contact them if you got problem with your eyes. Is there any like support groups in the UK Like if you can't get hold of your GP, you can consult them. Is there anything that you can share to us, Aldrin?
Well, unfortunately, the only way you can actually get your eyes checked is either by the optician. The easiest
Mm,
really is the optician.
yeah.
If we're considering about eyes only, at
Mm,
least we have the optician to go to. Okay,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like we'll be relying always on the GP. Okay,
Yeah.
for support groups, there are specific support groups for people who already had problems, like the Macular Society. So
Okay. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for, for you out there who's got parents or you're looking after uh, people who've got macular problems, there are lots of there's lots of support groups out there. All I know is one of them is the Macular Society, where you can
Mm,
actually register and get yourself uh, be part of it, and they'll suggest any give you suggestions on how to live life
mm, mm.
without problem already. Okay, there are also glaucoma societies that probably can contact. Unfortunately, I don't have any contacts as of the moment.
Mm, mm, mm,
Wherever you are, area wise, your hospital, probably if you have a proper eye department around you, you'll have someone there for support, like a blind support,
mm, mm.
and especially if you guys or any of you guys are looking after people who are already registered partially sighted or blind,
Mm.
use that to get support from the government, from the council. There are discounts they can get. There are things that, like for example, uh, sticks, white sticks, or clocks that have got big numbers. Calculators got big numbers. Cups
Mm.
for blind people that are safe for them to use, that they don't get burnt or something like that.
Mm,
Uh,
mm.
up to even asking for support for guide dogs. So there's
I see.
lots
Yeah.
and lots of support out there. That's a good thing about eyes, because you just don't have to rely on the GPs themselves. But
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
uh, any eye problems still needs to be diagnosed properly by the specialist. So
Mm.
if you're into a good optician, the optician should be able to refer you accordingly for whatever eye specialty that you need to be seen.
Wow, amazing. Thank you very much for giving us those informations. And final question before we let you go. What is share us to you what is your vision as an ophthalmic nurse practitioner here in the UK?
Well, I've always wanted to, obviously, the innovation, the innovation and the technology
Mm, mm,
that's been happening in the world now.
mm,
Uh, I'm currently, as I've said, I'm currently training to be one of the first, probably one or the first uh, laser capsulotomy nurse here in Hampshire. So that's my vision, that I can get the nurses, eye nurses, to do more.
mm, mm. Yeah.
Uh, Probably limit. Don't really want. I don't think we'll be able to operate on eyes anyway. But
Mm,
at
mm.
least there's anything that can help in reducing the workload and helping the workload of the doctors. The doctors are still going to be, unfortunately, going to be the one with the heavy workload, of course. But if the
Mm,
nurses can do their bit and be competent in what they need to do,
mm.
uh, then I'm open for that. With
Yeah.
regards to AI as well, I'm open to AI to again help with the workload of what we nurses do, and focus more on the patients themselves. In my case, in counseling the patients for
Mm.
surgery, and probably focus on more other major problems of the eye, and rather than mixing it with the straightforward problems or straightforward outcomes that can be dealt by artificial intelligence.
Oh wow, AI in ophthalmology. Amazing. Wow. I just would like to greet as well Ailek Yanurik. Ayan, happy watching. And we have Emily Magdael. Ayan. Hello to you, Emily. Ayan, she is a nurse here as well in London. And we have Alex Daulo. Ayan, he's also a nurse. And of course, June Patelo. Ayan. And we have also Olea Tesca. Ayan, thank you for watching as well. Ayan. And anything that you would like to promote or give thanks to, or any final shots to our live audience for this episode? Please, the floor is yours.
Right. Just to invite you to our show coming up, I think in October. I think Jeremy, you're the one that's dealing with that as well. We have this Ate Gay, and I think it's the Lots of Love LOL
Yeah.
show in Apo Restaurant, probably on the 15th of
15,
October.
15th of October, yeah. Upper Bar.
And there's a few ones coming up as well the following week, probably in Worthing as well as in Leicester, something like that. So do catch us. I'll be playing again with my band after 6. So do catch us up. And then I want to thank you for my wife, Melanie. I don't know if she's watching this. She's working, unfortunately, for always supporting me in what I do. And Jeremy, thank you very much for your support as well all the time, man. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for all the people who's been watching and listening. Hope you got something out of it might not. I'm not being an expert on everything, but as I've said, if you do have some questions, or if there's any clarification or anything that I've said that is not correct, please do message me or message Jeremy and keep me posted.
Wow, thank you very much. Aldrin, as what we all know now, he's not just a ophthalmic nurse practitioner in the UK, and soon to be the very first ophthalmic nurse who's gonna be doing laser. Ayan, in Hampshire, probably all over the UK, isn't it? Yeah.
Hindi pa, meron na nakauna sa akin actually.
But at least we have somebody up there who is a Filipino. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna be very very proud of you. And yeah, he's also a musician, and all those who are in the community, you might catch him one day dancing as well with Lahing Kayo Manggi. Ayan, he's a cultural dancer as well. So he's a man of many talents. Sorry.
I don't know about good dancer.
But you're a very good cultural dancer. Same as with Ate Mel. Ayan. All right. Thank you very much. So, pasalamatan natin lahat ng mga nanood sa atin ngayon and manunood later on. Ayan, Ilek Yanurik, Emily Magdael, Alex Daulo, June Patelo, Ana Maria Santiago, Jeje Ragundon, Romel Santiut. Ayan, we have Lulay of All Aces, Rico Garcia, Phil Caru, and we have Ana Maria Santiago, Ate Liza Laure, Pauwi Cadalzo, Ate Paulina Alejo, Rodel of COVID Warriors Corner, Megan Abad, yan, of Igorot UK, and Olea Tesca, Miriam Sagun, Kuya Boy, Ate Emmy, Ate Natalia Valencia of Natalia's Kitchen, ayan, Kat Kasisopa, yeah, one of our comedians. We will have a show on October 1, and Chef Rex de Guzman of Turo Turo. And yes, so thank you very much, Aldrin, for all the information that you have shared to us. I have learned a lot from our episode for today, and I'm sure our live audience has learned a lot as well. And please don't forget to share this live stream to all people that you know, because all of us has got a vision, we got eyesight. So I love you all. We have to love our eyes.
Thank you.
All right.
You.
Thank you very much, Aldrin, and see you. See you
around.
around.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Bye for now. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Ayan. Thank you very much, everyone. And to our featured guest, Aldrin Datanagan. Ayan, he's a nurse, ophthalmic nurse practitioner. And if, ayan, running at the screen below, ayan, press star in JhermiNATION Facebook page if you find value and enjoy our content. Thanks a million. Ayan, so let's see, we got some more comments here. Ayan, hello JhermiNATION everybody. Thank you. And we have Blue Light of All Aces. Wow, and all. Wow, an AI. Good stuff. Yeah. Yes, there will be AI now. And I just would like to promote as well. Let me see what I've got in here. Ayan. This will be Come It D show. This will be on October 1, Sunday, from 3 to 6 p.m. at Rapsa Hoxton branch. So we have Mudak and Pussycat. Ayan. Kat Kasisopa is from Big Brother. I think that was series 9. And she is a Thai comedian in the London comedy circuit. And Mudak is one of our top comedians as well, stand-up comedian in the UK, in the British Filipino community. Ayan. So please do watch, and tickets you can get at Eventbrite. And we have a Boodle Fight as well, or Boodle Feast, Food Feast. There will be obviously comedy, karaoke, and a Boodle Fight. Wow, amazing. And I would like to promote as well our play, Migrants, November 2 to November 5 at the Chelsea Theater. Here you go.
This is my home. I want to live here.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Ayan. And tickets, just approach me. I will be one of the cast on this original stage play by the Philippine Theatre UK, Migrants. There was also a film version of this one, which was which was awarded Best Feature Film in 2021 from Falcon International Film Festival. Ayan. So this is our story, Migrants. Ayan. And so, okay. So as what I always say, the quality of our life will depend on the quality of the thoughts that we are thinking. Always make sure that you plant those seeds of positivity in your mind every single day and let it germinate so that one day you will see the better version of yourself. All right. See you again next week. Bye for now.
Hello everyone! As we are growing our community, we would like you to be part of JhermiNATION. If you know anybody whose life story is inspiring, or even your own life story can be inspiring, please do get in touch with us, because you'll never know, you will be our next special guest for our next episode. If you find value in our live stream episodes, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and like and follow our Facebook page, JhermiNATION. And please don't forget to watch our live stream shows every Mondays, 11 in the morning and 7:30 p.m. and that is UK time. Here in JhermiNATION, we believe that your life story is worth live streaming. See you next week. This is Jeremy of JhermiNATION.